republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. As a Windermere Hawk, I promise to practice the Windermere way. I am respectful, responsible, and ready to learn.
What's up, Windermere? Today is Tuesday, January 21st, 2021. I hope you make it a great day. From Mr. Squirms and a Little Squirmy.
Thursday.
I loved watching Max and his mom talk about Turkey and the delicious foods from her country. I don't know about you, but didn't those sound so good? Baklava is a food I've had many, many times, but I've never made it for myself. That's one of the things I love about cooking and baking is that you get to create. And sometimes it's a nailed it. And sometimes it's a failed it. And I figured, hey, I love baklava. Let's try it. I'm hoping that when I make this baklava, it's going to be a yes, nailed it, instead of a failed it. But I'm going to try either way. So, are you ready? Because it's time for In this pot, I've got some water and sugar that I'm gonna boil and reduce it to make a lovely syrup. And in a few seconds, I'll show you what other ingredients I'm gonna add. Make sure you stir it. You don't want that sugar to burn. Burnt sugar, blech. To my syrup, I'm going to add some orange peel, some cloves, and a tablespoon of lemon juice. I'm gonna start by brushing my pan, my baking dish, with some melted butter. Now I'm going to put 2 layers of the phyllo dough on top of this butter. See how thin they are? Super thin. Ooh, that one almost tore. Pay attention, Campbell. Okay, I'm going to put this in the pan. Maybe I'll flip it over. And then, just like Max's mom said, brush it with butter. She wasn't kidding. There's gonna be a lot of butter in this dish. So I'm gonna brush this with butter. And then I'm gonna keep layering my dough. 2 sheets butter, 2 sheets butter, 2 sheets butter, until I have half the dough in the pan. Mrs. Hemmelgarn, you can fast forward this part. Phyllo dough is a really cool, thin, paper-thin dough that dates back thousands and thousands of years to the Mediterranean. Ms. Hemmelgarn, maybe you can put up a little map showing where the Mediterranean area is. Yeah, right there. It's a very, very thin dough that when you bake it, crisps up, super thin and light and crispy, and it's so good. You can use it in lots of dishes, some savory, like to make a pizza, or spanakopita, which is right here, a Greek dish with spinach and feta cheese, or you can use this phyllo dough for baklava. Now I'm gonna take some cream and brush that on top of this bottom layer of phyllo dough that I have. And then I'm gonna sprinkle 1.5 cups of ground walnuts. I'm gonna make sure those get evenly spread out because I want every bite to have some delicious walnuts in it. I know some recipes that I've had for phyllo dough, like Max's mom said, I've had pistachio and some almonds, any kind of delicious nut, but I want to follow her recipe, and she said walnuts, so I'm using walnuts. And now it's more phyllo dough. She wasn't kidding. That's a lot of butter. I melted over 2 sticks of butter, and that's all I have left. Oh, it's gonna be good. Now I have to cut it into rectangles before baking it. Okay, they're cut and ready to go into the oven. I kind of messed up over here, but oh well, remember, hopefully it'll be mostly nail. Maybe one fail. We'll see. I just pulled the baklava out of the oven. Look how beautiful it looks. It's golden brown. It smells heavenly. I'm gonna take a sharp knife and make sure those cuts are smooth. And then I'm gonna take that simple syrup that I made with the orange peel and the lemon juice and the cloves, and I'm gonna pour it in between each of those pieces so it soaks in and gets nice and sweet and delicious. The syrup is nice and thick. It smells like sweet orange syrup. And I'm just pouring it in the cracks so it absorbs in, but it keeps those layers nice and crunchy. So the recipe says I have to let it sit and wait for 4 hours. Kind of makes sense, so all that delicious syrup can soak into the baklava. It's already past 10 o'clock at night, so I'm gonna let it sit overnight, and we will taste it tomorrow morning. Can't wait. Sweet dreams tonight. Good morning, Hawks. It is now morning time, and the first thing I did this morning was get up and come right to this baklava. Look at those delicious flaky layers shining with sugary syrup. I can't wait to taste it. See, I told you it was first thing in the morning. Got some nice bedhead going. You guys remember Tyler?
Hey everyone.
So last time I made him eat that bologna salad, I figured this time he loves baklava. So let's try it and see how it is.
Let's do it.
Here we go. Did you hear that crunchy crispiness? That is good. Tyler, what do you think?
Very good.
Yes! Nailed it! Thank you, Max and Max's mom, for this delicious recipe. We're gonna definitely enjoy this baklava.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday.